Hi, fourth grade. I'm Miss Talbert, and if you don't know who I am the district math coach for Life School. And today I am here to talk to you about measurement and relating it to the real world. It's going to be really fun, and I'm excited to be here with you guys today. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about length, because there's different types of measurement. And length is the distance between 2 points. So what we're going to start by doing is I have basically a little mini anchor chart here for you guys, and I'm going to hold it up to the screen, and we're going to talk about each one just super briefly, and then we're going to pause, and you can copy some of this down in your math journal or take notes just on a piece of paper if you want, because this will help you for all of your assignments this week on the Distance Learning website. So looking at length here, we have metric and we have customary, and the metric is on the left, the customary is on the left and metric is on the right. First we have an inch, and that's about the length of like a paper clip. Next we have a foot, and of course that would be the same as a ruler, the length of one ruler. Next we have a yard, and that's about the height of a chair. And then looking over here, look at meter over here. It's the height of a chair too, interesting. Okay, so starting at the top, millimeter is about as thick as just 6 sheets of paper. So that's very, very, very tiny and very thin. Centimeter, it's about the width of your pinky finger, so just going across. A meter, as we said just a second ago, is like the height of a chair. And then kilometer is about 6 city blocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause real quick so that you can pause and copy some of this information down, so it will help you this week with all of your learning. Okay, I hope you were able to pause and take some good notes. If not, remember you can always rewind and pause it again later. So next I'm here to talk to you about weight. And of course, weight is how heavy an object is. It's another type of measurement. And so what we have here, once again, we have our customary and our metric here on our little mini anchor chart. So we have an ounce, and it's about as heavy as a strawberry. We have a pound, and it's about as heavy as a pineapple. A ton is as heavy as a small car. And then looking over here at metric, a milligram is about as heavy as 1 grain of salt, so very, very, very light. A gram is about as heavy as a dollar bill, so that's still pretty light too, right guys? And a kilogram is about the weight of 6 apples. So now I'm gonna pause here so you can take some notes. And you can push pause. Okay, I hope you were able to take some notes. And the final type of measurement that we are going to talk about today is capacity. And that's the maximum amount that a container can hold. And today we're really looking at all different types of liquids for our examples. Okay, first we have a fluid ounce, and that's about what a spoon could hold. Next we have a cup, and they have an example from the little milk carton like you have in the cafeteria. Also, another good example is just a good old coffee cup. Also, we have a pint, and I know there's not a picture with this one, but think about when you get those mini cartons of ice cream, not the big ones, okay, those are great, but the smaller mini ones, they're actually a pint of ice cream if you didn't know. For a quart, you can think about your parents' creamer, and guess what? I have an example right here of a quart. Yeah. And then for a gallon, I'm sure you're used to seeing, oh my goodness, guys, this is having a gallon of milk, right? Oh my goodness. Okay. So then on our metric side, we have a milliliter, and it's like 10 drops from a little dropper. I'm sure y'all can relate to this one. A bottle of soda would be a liter. And then for a kiloliter, it'd be like about the size of 4 bathtubs you could fill with just 1 kiloliter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause real quick so you can take some notes from our anchor chart to help you to answer everything on our district learning website assignments this week. Awesome. I hope you took some great notes. If not, remember, you can watch this again and take notes and pause anytime you want. That's what's so cool about all this, right, guys? So now I have some questions for you. Now that we briefly talked about the 3 types of measurement, I want to start with a weight question. I'm about to show you 3 items, and I want to know which one we would want to measure in pounds. Which one would be about a pound if we're going to choose to measure? Okay, to weigh it. So we have a cheese stick. We have a yogurt container, little thing of yogurt. And then we have a potato. So quickly, I'm gonna go back to my anchor chart that I have. And it says that a pound is about as heavy as a pineapple. So what I'd like for you to do is pause the video right here and think, which of these 3 items would we want to weigh in pounds? Which one would be about a pound? So pause real quick and think about it and write your answer down. Okay, I hope you were able to pause and think about it and maybe even look over your notes a little bit. But the answer to my question would be a potato. A potato is really close to the same weight as a pineapple. And have you ever been to the grocery store and they have it to where you can put things on the scale and weigh it? Well, if I was gonna put 1 or even more of these potatoes, it would definitely be over a pound. So awesome. I hope that y'all were able to participate in that. My next question is going to be a capacity question. And my question for you is, which of the items that I'm about to show you would we use if we wanted to fill a bathtub? Which one would be the best estimate, would make the most sense to use? So if I was going to fill a bathtub, would I want to fill it in cups, quarts, or gallons? So think about what would be the best capacity measurement to fill a bathtub. Okay, you can pause right here and think about it and write your answer down. Well, I hope you had some time to think about it and pause and write your answer down. Now, if I was going to fill a bathtub, I would definitely fill it with gallons. It would take less time and it makes more sense to use a gallon to fill a bathtub. So I have 1 more question for you today, and that question is a length question. And this time it's going to be a little bit different. Okay, so this is my son's toy golf club, and what I want to know is which measurement would best describe the length of this golf club. So I want you to look real quick at it. Okay, now here are your choices. Would it be 20 feet, 20 inches, 20 millimeters, or 20 meters? So real fast, we're gonna go back to length and look over those types of measurements. So remember, feet we said would be a ruler, and for our question, it said 20 feet, so that would be 20 rulers, okay? And then we had 20 inches, so it would be about 20 paper clips. 20 millimeters, so that would be just a little stack of paper, because 1 millimeter is 6. So think about that. If you had 20 of them, how much that would be. And then 20 meters. Remember, a meter is about the height of a chair. So that would be like 20 chairs stacked on each other. So once again, I want to know which would be the best description or estimate of the length of this toy golf club. 20 feet, 20 inches, 20 millimeters, or 20 meters. Please pause and write your answer down and think about it real quick. Awesome. I hope you were able to think about that, and the correct answer would be 20 inches, because this would be about the length of 20 paper clips. The rest, oh my goodness, 20 rulers would be way too long. 20 meters would be 20 chairs stacked on each other. There's no way. And then if it was 20 millimeters, they're so teeny tiny. They're even smaller than inches. There's no way it would be the length of this. So I hope that this helps you have a better understanding of all the different types of measurements. There's so much out there and it's so much fun. And the great thing is you're going to get to explore so many great things this week with measurement through our district learning website. And definitely these anchor charts that you've been copying and pausing are going to help you through some of the problems that you're going to be working on this week. Have a great rest of the week, 4th grade.